Welcome, everyone. If you've been looking to level up your data skills, you are absolutely in the right place. Today's explainer is basically the ultimate guide to building a totally interview-ready Power BI sales dashboard, completely from scratch. Now, just a quick heads up, the original source we're looking at today uses Hindi for the dashboard components, but the data modeling techniques we're going to extract, they are 100% universal. So let's break down exactly how real-world companies take a totally blank canvas and turn it into a stunning visual asset.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our 6-step recipe to transform that raw data into a dynamic corporate-level dashboard. We've got project and dataset, data cleaning, data modeling and DAX, KPI cards design, charts and visualizations, and wrapping it all up with interactive filters.
Step 1. Project and dataset.
Before we start cooking, we really need to know what dish we're actually making, right? Setting expectations is super important here. We are packing a huge amount of professional value into a single screen. We're talking top KPI cards that give you instant reads on sales, profit, and orders. We've got dynamic interactive filters running down the side so users can slice data by region or product in literally real time. Plus, sales trend analysis, region and product performance breakdowns, and even payment method analysis. Honestly, this is exactly the kind of robust, heavy-hitting dashboard that hiring managers just love to see on a resume. But to get to that beautiful finished product, we got to start with our raw ingredients. What we're looking at here is a realistic representation of an everyday Excel business data set. It's got order dates, delivery dates, regions, products, quantities, unit prices, basically all the standard transactional data you'd see at any real company. Before the magic happens in Power BI, it looks exactly like this. Moving on to step 2, data cleaning. Okay, golden rule of data analysis right here. Great dashboards absolutely require perfectly prepared data. If you skip this, your beautiful charts are going to be completely meaningless. To get our data in safely, we follow a very specific path. First, open Power BI and hit Get Data. Then choose your Excel file. But wait, here's the crucial part. After you select your table, do not just click Load. Step 3 is vital. You have to click Transform Data. That opens up the Power Query Editor, which is basically our behind-the-scenes data cleaning workshop.
Once we're inside Power Query, our main job is verifying data types. And why does this matter so much? Well, Power BI needs to know exactly how to handle your columns. Look for the visual cues. For order date and delivery date, you literally need to spot that tiny calendar icon in the column header. That icon is what confirms the system actually sees it as a date, which is totally necessary for chronological sorting later on. We also make sure quantity is a whole number, financial stuff like unit price is a decimal, and categorical data like region is set to text. We only hit Close and Apply once all of that is double-checked.
All right, step 3, data modeling and DAX. Now, I completely get it. DAX, or data analysis expressions, can sound super intimidating. But I've got a brilliant shortcut for you so we can work smart, not hard. To build our required calendar table, we are not going to sit there and write complex DAX manually. No way. Instead, check out this exact prompt we just feed into ChatGPT. Create calendar table with all columns and consider date column from sales table for min and max date. By using that prompt, ChatGPT instantly spits out the perfect DAX formula. You'll literally just copy it, click New Table in Power BI, paste it in, and boom, your complete calendar table is done in seconds.
So with our calendar table and sales table both in the system, we've got to hook them up. We hop over to the model view, grab the date column from the sales table, and just drag and drop it right onto the date column in the calendar table. That creates a many-to-one relationship, which is absolutely mandatory. Actually, without it, your timeline charts just flat out won't work.
Next up, we have to calculate our profits. In the real world, datasets like ours rarely come with a nice clean profit column ready to go. So we have to create a realistic estimate ourselves using this custom logic. Sales quantity times unit price minus the discount minus the shipping cost. We just add that as a brand new column, giving us solid, reliable profit data to actually analyze. And guess what? We're going to leverage that ChatGPT hack one more time for our core measures. We use another quick prompt to generate the DAX for total sales, total profit, profit margin percentage, total orders, and average order value. Oh, and a huge tip here. Always create a dedicated measure table. It keeps all those new calculations perfectly organized right there in your right-hand pane. Trust me, it's a lifesaver.
Let's look at step 4, KPI cards design.
Okay, this is where we take off our data scientist hats and put on our UI designer hats. We're turning those raw numbers into a really attractive, modern interface. Getting the canvas set up correctly is honestly half the battle. If you stick with the default page size, your dashboard is going to look super cramped. Instead, go to Custom Dimensions, 1480 pixels wide by 820 pixels high. Then insert a shape to act as our left side filter pane, make it a sleek dark blue, and set its dimensions specifically to 820 high and 155 wide. That gives us a really professional, structured frame to build on. Now, for our 5 KPI cards running across the top, we want them to look perfectly uniform. Set the exact height to 135 and width to 245. But here is the real secret sauce for that modern aesthetic. Turn the standard visual border completely off. Then go into your effects, turn the shadow on, and add a subtle rounded corner of 5 pixels. Also, and this is a big one, under the callout value, make sure you set display units to none. That guarantees your dashboard displays the exact full numbers rather than just rounding off to some abbreviation like 2K or 3K.
Moving right along to step 5, charts and visualizations.
With our clean data and that gorgeous layout all primed and ready, it's time to build out the charts that actually tell the story. We set up an area chart that's specifically filtered to show just the top 6 months, sorted ascending chronologically. Then a 12-month trendline chart to compare metrics. And notice the deliberate color choices here. We use a sharp blue for sales and a really distinct green for profit. That way, anyone looking at it instantly grasps the visual language. Finally, we drop in some clustered bar charts to break down product performance and payment methods.
Now, check out this incredibly clever formatting hack for our region matrix. We wanted to show horizontal data bars right inside the table, but without those messy text numbers sitting on top of them and making it hard to read. So how do we do it? We add a secondary sales column, flip on the conditional formatting for data bars, check the little box that says show bar only, and then, here's the trick, change the column header and text color to solid white. The numbers literally disappear into the background, and you're left with just these super clean, professional data bars.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why we do that. When you look at the region performance breakdown, it creates this instant visual hierarchy. You can immediately see that the North region is leading the pack at 8,500, followed by the South and East. All of it is represented by those perfectly clean horizontal bars tucked right inside the matrix. It's just a game changer.
Finally, step 6, interactive filters.
This right here is the final ingredient. It's what takes our dashboard from just being a static presentation and turns it into a dynamic, explorable business tool. Remember that sleek, dark blue pane we built on the left side earlier? Well, now we're going to populate it. We add slicers for region, product, payment method, and salesperson. To keep things looking sharp, we format all of them as dropdowns. We match their background color to that dark blue pane so they just blend seamlessly right in, and we pop the text color to white so it's super easy to read. To top it off, we anchor the bottom of the pane with a date slider, which lets users instantly filter the entire screen by any time frame they want.
And just like that, step by step, you have completely constructed a truly interview-ready, highly professional Power BI dashboard. You've taken raw data, cleaned it up, modeled it smartly using a little help from ChatGPT, and designed a stunning, totally interactive user interface. So I'm going to leave you with this final exciting thought as you go off to build your own portfolio. With these powerful new skills under your belt, which department's data are you going to transform next? Will it be in HR, finance, or supply chain? The possibilities are honestly endless. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next explainer.